Well, I'd like to welcome the next soul with us today, and she, of course, is on the GRF board. You know, they recently had their annual meeting, and there were some changes to the boards, and Annette is here to tell us about that and a few other things as well. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thank you for having me on. On Wednesday, November the 13th at 10 a.m., the annual meeting of the corporate members occurred. 4 new GRF directors were selected. Bunny Carpenter, who previously served as a director on the Third Mutual Board, Joe Fitzcam, Egon Garthofner, and Yvonne Horton were also selected. The GRF directors want to thank Joan Milliman, Ray Gross, Diane Phelps, and Richard Palmer for their many hours of outstanding service during their term of 2018-2019. And of course, there are many contributions to our village, which are greatly appreciated.
Yeah, there were. And of course, you know, Joan came on a lot. We used to kid her. Well, she will still be on with Robert's Rules, and I think she's probably still going to be with the Thrive Task Force in one form.
Yes, they're working on the Kindness Project.
Yeah, the Kindness Project and all those things. So she'll still be on, just not on the GRF board. And of course, Ray was really involved in security and traffic and all that over many, many years.
Yes, and he was instrumental in suggesting to the GRF board on mobility about the new buses that will be implemented, that program in January of 2020. So we voted on it. It's on 28-day, and it comes back December. So we're very excited.
Are they, do you know, is it like 3 or 4 new buses? Or
it's one, I believe it's one additional day, but they would have to...
Oh, the bus schedule.
The bus schedule.
What you're saying. Yes, okay.
And reforming all that.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Diane Phelps has...
she was very good treasurer.
Excellent, yes.
And then also, we'll still have Richard on because he is with the Tea Party people, so he comes on once a month. So
you're still going to see everybody.
I probably will, one form or another.
Because Ray's with Laguna Canyon.
Yeah.
You know, and Diane, you know, with the United the Fund for the Village.
Yes.
So I'm sure you won't, you know. We'll still. I'm glad. I'm glad that everybody will still be of service.
They'll still be around and helping out.
Well, immediately after the annual meeting, GRF's organizational meeting occurred. After elections, the board named Bunny Carpenter president. Judith Troutman is the first vice president. Joe Fitzcam is the second vice president. Egon Garthofner as secretary, and Pat English as treasurer. The new 2019-2020 GRF executive team is in place and busy getting ready for its first board meeting on Tuesday, December 3rd at 9:30 a.m. here in the boardroom. And then on Monday, November the 18th at 1:30 in the Community Center boardroom, the Media and Communications Committee held its monthly meeting where I presided as the interim chair. VMS Director Chuck Holland's informative broadband and contracts report contained the following information. The per man or per month price for cable this year is $19.32. The price next year, in 2020, is $10.96. So that's a considerable decrease.
Right.
The 2 channels being removed are Fox Sports West and Fox Sport Prime Ticket. The teams that will be impacted are Angels baseball, Clippers basketball, and Ducks hockey. Residents who would like to continue to receive this content will have to do so through one of the many online streaming providers. The channel numbers that are going away after December 31st are standard definition channel 28 and channel 29, high definition channel 428 and channel 429. This will be a $1.2 million annual savings for the removal of only these 2 channels. These 2 channels made up 40% of the entire cable programming budget. The GRF board felt these 2 channels were overweighted from a financial standpoint and voted not to renew the contract in 2020. This effort was endorsed by the Media and Communications Committee, who recommended it, and then the final decision was made by GRF. The channels will no longer be available as of January 1, 2020. Please understand that VMS Director Chuck Holland did not make a unilateral decision to remove these channels, because sometimes people get confused about that.
Right,
There is
and
a
I know it's been
process.
mentioned and should be mentioned that, of course, Fox News is not going away. Fox Channel 11 is not going away, and the Fox Sports that appear on those channels, they carry NFL football and basketball, NBA, and all that. That's not going away. These are more what you would call regional kinds of channels. Fox Sports West, obviously, and Prime Ticket. Those are those two, but not the other Fox.
Right.
Those all still be around.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yes.
That's very, very important, and that's reassuring. Broadband services is the name of our cable TV services. Broadband service includes all the set-top boxes, the channel guides, the HD converters, and all the channels. Please give consideration to securing an HD converter box in January 2020. The HD converter box is $7.95 monthly for the first TV and $2.95 per month for the second TV. It provides access to all the HD channels as well as an interactive channel guide. This is the most cost-effective way to get the guide now that the analog channel guide is no longer available. They don't even produce it. They don't make it anymore. We are trying to get the word out there for residents to call broadband services to get an updated device for just a better overall viewing experience from the direct plug-in clients. The 2019 broadband monthly assessment was $19. The 2020 broadband assessment, will be $10.96, basically $11. So that's an $8 per month per manor drop after removing these two channels and adding all the 2020 program increases, which I think is amazing. So Sling and Dish dropped these two Fox channels because of the 25% additional increase in 2020. So the HD converter box is $7.95 monthly per manor per month through broadband services. And what we were trying to do is say, okay, if the assessment dropped $8 per manor per month, then the people could go outside and incur with broadband directly the $8 cost of the converter box in order to get the viewing guide and everything else.
Right.
Folks in the village are talking to us that they want tutorials on streaming, and they would like the computer and video clubs to assist with this request. Steve Carmen stated the video club is recording 30-second clips for the clubs and offered help. And so we asked anyone in the village that's a member, please help, or a resident. We're looking for volunteer residents to embrace this project. If you're interested, join us at the next Media and Communications meeting, which is Monday, December 16th at 1:30. And I just want to tell everybody to remember that Village TV is the new name for Channel 6, and this includes all our local origination broadcasts for this day and all of our board meetings.
All right, very good. And as you mentioned, there's plenty of streaming services available that folks can get.
Yes, although folks seem to be... it's very complicated. Like Disney just came out with a new channel. There's Netflix, there's Amazon, and people really don't even know how to use it. Especially some of our seniors, if they're like me, they go to the TV, they want to hit the remote, and they want it just to come up. They don't want to have that menu of choices. Right.
But that's where things are going. I know,
and we all have to learn.
Your grandkids, my kids, all that. That's all they're going to be having. I guarantee
my
it.
grandchildren don't watch television per se. They stream, and they have different favorites that they get, and it's all done that way.
My daughter doesn't either. She just turned 13. Help. And believe me, that age group, you know what the number one program they're watching on, and they're watching on Netflix? Friends. Friends is huge.
Really?
Yeah, Friends from the 90s. It is huge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, in fact, she's going up on a field trip with her her video tech class, and they're actually going to, I guess, a remake of the set of Friends up to Warner. I don't know when it is, like in a couple weeks. That's how big it is.
Well, thank you, because I have a grandson that's turning 14, and we're going to spend Thanksgiving with him. So I'll definitely ask that, and then when he comes down and spend a week, I'll put that on the agenda to see if he wants to do that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So there you go. All right, Annette, happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you.
Thank you. Take care.
Everyone.
We'll be right back.